Yes, good evening, everyone. அனைவருக்கும் குட் ஈவினிங். நான் நினைக்கிறேன் இப்போ நீங்கள் வந்திருக்கிறது எங்களோட ஹைக்விஷன் ட்ரைனிங் செஷன் ஒரு சாப்டர் மூலமாக நாங்கள் இந்த முறையும் உங்களுக்கு வந்திருக்கிறது 4வது சாப்டர். ஸோ இந்த ட்ரைனிங்கில் கலந்து கொள்ற வரைக்கும் ஒரு 1 minute எங்களுக்கு டைம் தாங்க, எங்களோட டீம் அண்ட் பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் கனெக்ட் ஆகிற வரைக்கும். Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our high question training session and the training series, chapter 4, regarding video intercom solution. ஸோ உண்மை அனைவரையும் அன்புடன் வரவேற்கிறோம். இன்னைக்கு நாங்கள் பிளான் பண்ணியிருக்க ட்ரைனிங் சீரீஸ், அதாவது நாங்கள் தொடர்ந்து ஆல்ரெடி நாங்கள் 3 சாப்டர்ஸ் நாங்கள் ஃபினிஷ் பண்ணிட்டோம். ஸோ இன்னைக்கு நாங்கள் பார்க்க போகிற சாப்டர் நம்பர் 4, வீடியோ இன்டர்காம் சொல்யூஷன் பற்றி நாங்கள் இன்னைக்கு பார்க்க போகிறோம். ஸோ அதையும் நாங்கள் ஆஸ் யூஷுவல் நாங்கள் வளமையாக செய்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு ட்ரைனிங் செஷன், அதுவும் சில டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டோட, அதாவது ஒரு ஸ்டோரி மோட்டில், அதாவது ஒரு இன்ஸ்டாலரும் ஒரு கஸ்டமரும் டிரெக்டாக இன்ட்ராக்ட் ஆகி என்னென்ன மாதிரியான விஷயங்களை நாங்கள் கேட்டுக்கோ தெரிஞ்சுக்கொள்ளலாம். பட் அண்ட் என்ன மாதிரியான டிவைஸை செலக்ட் பண்ணும்போது நீங்கள் என்னென்ன மாதிரியான முக்கியமான விடயங்களை நீங்கள் பார்க்கணுன்றதை பற்றியும் ஃபுல் டீட்டெயிலாக ஒரு ஸ்டோரி மோட்டில் மாதிரி தான் நாங்கள் சேர்த்து பிளான் பண்ணியிருந்தோம். ஸோ லாஸ்ட் 3 சாப்டர்ஸ் அது மாதிரி தான் நடந்துச்சு. இன்னைக்கு நடக்க போகிற செஷனையும் நாங்கள் அது மாதிரி பார்ப்போம். ரைட். ஸோ இந்த ஸ்லைடை பார்த்தா உங்களுக்கு விளங்கியிருக்கும். நாங்கள் ஆல்ரெடி சிசிடிவி கேமரா சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் அண்ட் அலாம் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸையும் நாங்கள் ஆல்ரெடி பார்த்துட்டோம். ஸோ இன்னைக்கு நாங்கள் பார்க்க போகிற மெயின் சீரீஸ் வீடியோ இன்டர்காம் சொல்யூஷன். ஸோ வீடியோ இன்டர்காம் சொல்யூஷன் சொல்லும்போது கண்டிப்பாக அவங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். ஒரு ஸ்மார்ட் ஹோமாக இருந்தால் இல்லாட்டி ஸ்மார்ட் ஆஃபீஸஸ்லையும் இதை இப்போ யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. மெயின் என்ட்ரன்ஸில் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு டோஃபோனும் இண்டோ யூனிட்டாக ஒரு இண்டோ பேனலும் இருக்கும்போது வெளியே இருந்து ஒரு விசிட்டர் வந்து அதை ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணும்போது காலிங் பெல்லாகவும் அதை யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். அட் த சேம் டைம் டோ ஓப்பன் பண்ணுறக்குரிய ஒரு இண்டோ பேனலாகவும் நீங்கள் யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய ஒரு அட்வான்டேஜ் தான், ஒரு டெக்னாலஜி டிவைஸ் தான் இந்த வீடியோ இன்டர்காம் என்ற சொல்யூஷன். ஸோ அந்த சொல்யூஷனையும் நாங்கள் ஹைக்விஷன் மூலமாகவே உங்களுக்கு தரும்போது நாங்கள் இப்போ பார்க்குற அந்த சீரீஸ் படி பார்த்தா ஒரு டோட்டல் சொல்யூஷன், ஒரு டோட்டல் ஸ்மார்ட் ஹோம் அல்லது டோட்டல் ஸ்மார்ட் ஒரு செக்யூரிட்டி சொல்யூஷனாக இருக்கலாம். உங்களோட வேலைத்தளமாக இருக்கலாம், உங்களோட வீடாக இருக்கலாம், அண்ட் ஃபேக்ட்ரிஸ் எதாக இருந்தாலும் இந்த மாதிரியான எல்லா சொல்யூஷன்ஸும், அதாவது சிசிடிவி, ஆக்சஸ் கண்ட்ரோல் மற்றும் வீடியோ டோஃபோன் மற்றும் அலாம் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ், அது மாதிரியான எல்லா சொல்யூஷன்ஸையும் ஒரே பிளாட்ஃபார்ம், அதாவது ஹைக்விஷன் பிராண்ட்லேயே செய்யும்போது உங்களுக்கு ஈஸியாக ஒரு மொபைல் ஆப் மூலமும் உங்களுக்கு அனைத்தையும் கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ண, மேனேஜ் பண்ண இலகுவாக அமைய போகுது. அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் சிசிடிவி கேமராஸ் மூலமாக அதில் உங்களுக்கு ஃபுட்டேஜஸையும் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிக்கொள்ளலாம். அண்ட் வீடியோ இன்டர்கம் சொல்யூஷன் மூலமாக வர்ற விசிட்டரையும் ரிசீவ் பண்ணுறது மற்றும் அவர் யார் என்ன டீட்டெயில் வரைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு கேமரா மூலமாக பார்த்து கொள்ளக்கூடிய ஒரு அட்வான்டேஜும் கண்டிப்பாக இருக்கும். ஸோ இதை தவிர உங்களுக்குரிய கேள்விகள் இருந்தால் எங்களுடைய சாட் பாக்ஸ் மூலமாக உங்களுக்கு மென்ஷன் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ சாட் பாக்ஸில் நீங்கள் மென்ஷன் பண்ணும்போது இதுக்குரிய கேள்விகளையும் நாங்கள் இந்த ட்ரைனிங் இறுதியில் நாங்கள் அதை எனக்கு தெளிவுபடுத்தவும் முடியும். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் இன்றைக்கி நாங்கள் பிளான் பண்ண மாதிரி நம்ம முதல்ல சொன்ன மாதிரி தான் எங்களோட யசாந்த் எங்களோட ஜாயின் பண்ணியிருக்காரு. அண்ட் யசாந்த் ஒரு இன்ஸ்டாலராக உங்களுக்கு என்னென்ன மாதிரியான விடயங்களை நீங்கள் மெயினாக ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணணுன்றதை பற்றி பேசுகிறதுக்கும், அண்ட் வருண் ஆஸ் அ கஸ்டமர், ஸோ ஒரு கஸ்டமர் ஆங்கிள் இருந்து அவருக்கு என்னென்ன தேவையான டீட்டெயில்ஸ் அவர் கேட்டு தெரிஞ்சுக்கொள்ள வேணும், அண்ட் அவருக்கு தேவையான விஷயங்கள் எப்படி நாங்கள் பார்த்துக்கிறதுன்ற பற்றியும் நாங்கள் பார்க்கலாம். ஸோ ஐ திங்க் யசாந்த் அண்ட் வருண், you both are ready to start the session, I think.
Yeah, thank you very much, Shabi. I think Varuna has been one of the prestigious customers so far, and today I think,
so much.
Yes. So before proceeding to the presentation, Shabi, I think there is a bit of an announcement that we need to make about the gifts. So you can help to make that announcement as well.
Sure. ஸோ இந்த ட்ரைனிங் செஷனுக்கு மூலமாகவே உங்களுக்கு இன்னும் ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயத்தை நாங்கள் சொல்லணும். கண்டிப்பாக இந்த ட்ரைனிங் செஷனில் இறுதியாக நாங்கள் ஒரு வினரையும் தேர்ந்தெடுக்க போகிற சான்ஸ் ஒன்று இருக்குது. ஸோ உங்களுக்கும் இந்த கிஃப்ட் பேக்கை வெற்றி பெறக்கூடிய வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. எங்களோட கடைசி வரைக்கும் இணைஞ்சிருங்க. ஸோ இணைஞ்சு கொண்டு அவ்வளோ பேருக்கும் ஒரு ரெஃபல் ட்ரோ மூலமாக நாங்கள் இறுதியாக இந்த கிஃப்ட் பேக்கையும் தரதுக்கு ரெடி பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ கண்டிப்பாக நீங்கள் ரெஜிஸ்டர் ஆகி வந்திருக்கணும் இந்த ட்ரைனிங்க்கு வரும்போது. நீங்கள் அப்படி ரெஜிஸ்டர் ஆகி இல்லைன்னா உடனடியாக இந்த கீழே இருக்க லிங்க்கு மூலமாக நீங்கள் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணிவிட்டு வந்தீங்களா இருந்தால் கண்டிப்பாக உங்களுக்கும் இந்த கிஃப்ட் பெறக்கூடிய சான்ஸு கேட்டுக்கொள்ளலாம். எஸ் யசாந்த்.
Yes, thank you, Shabi. I think for our past training programs, we have already delivered the gift packs. I think a lot of them have already received it, and we have asked them to share a picture in the social media, and we are so happy to see that the winners are sharing the gifts that they have received. So we welcome all of you to join the session and stand a chance to win the Hikvision gift pack that we are offering today during the program. So with that note, I think, Shabi, we can move into the session.
Yes, Yasant, we can move into the session.
So as we discussed earlier, Varuna and I are working together for a long time now, and I've been giving him some Hikvision solutions. So Varuna, I have come to understand that today you have another requirement, right?
Yeah, obviously. I think not in the only Hikvision, I think you have deployed some EasyViz cameras as well in my home. So I think you have given a pretty good solution for some of the complications that I had in my home. So now I have another complication that I think you can resolve. I think you will give me some kind of a solution to that. The thing is, that these days, I mean, a lot of people are coming to my place. I mean, I want to have a lot of visitors, people from outside. So I want to have an idea actually who's coming and for what purposes these people are coming, and I want to get an idea why they are coming. Otherwise, I have to go to my gate all the time to get an idea. If there's a system that I can see who is actually there, and if I can talk with them and identify what is their requirement for coming to my place, it would be great. I mean, do you have any kind of a solution for that thing?
Yeah, I think that is a common problem nowadays for any household, that anytime, like even if you have a doorbell, Varuna, no problem, there's a bit of a problem because still you have to walk to the gate, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Even right now I have the doorbell. The problem is every time someone have to go outside to the gate and talk with the open the gate. If it's someone who knows, we have to open the gate. Otherwise we have to talk and get to know why these people are really coming. So that's a problem exactly.
So I think Hikvision does have the perfect solution for this kind of requirement, Varuna. So let me just give you some of the models that we have which can cater your requirement. So especially in your outdoor environment, we need to fix some sort of a door station. We call it a door station because it is a station or fixed outside the door. It's like a bell, but comes with a camera and comes with a mic and a speaker. So the visitor can ring the bell or the press the button, and you can receive that call from inside your house to a panel.
Thing is, I think thing is door station is I this thing won't be installed near my door. I think we have to install it near my gate, right? Otherwise,
Yes, exactly.
uh,
So so your doors and the roller gate will be closed. So definitely, when somebody comes in, they will see that there's a bell. So when they press that bell or the button in that door station, it will generate a call to your house. Inside your house, you can have some sort of a panel. There, you can receive that call.
so not the same mobile phone I'm using or land phone, not a call like that, no.
No, 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 not very similar to that. So I will
Okay.
get to that point as well. So first,
Okay.
this is the first component of the system that we need. So basically, in the outdoor station, you can have some sort of a device which can generate a call to your internal site. So which means you don't have to come again outside and check who is there, because you will have the video feed, audio feed at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, like having a video call with the visitor.
Okay.
Only difference is visitor will not see your video, but you will able to see the visitor's face and everything.
So I can identify who's actually there.
Exactly.
Okay.
And for we have different kind of models, Varuna. I think for high end, we can recommend you KD 8003 series, which is a modular series. So this one is actually very handy because when it comes to video intercom, sometimes uh, you may want to have different kind of flexibility, especially since this is a house. I think for you to have is enough. I think having the button and the camera and the mic and the speaker is enough. But especially sometimes we may need to control some kind of access. So let's say these gates can be locked using a electronic lock. So what you can do is you can also control this lock from inside your house. So let's say there's a visitor and you have locked the door from the inside,
Okay.
and the this unit let you have the video feed and discuss with the visitor. But still, if you want to let him in, you need to walk to the door and open the door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have just eliminated that requirement as well. So these device can be connected with a lock. So even whether it's your roller gate or your normal passenger entry door, we can fix it with a lock. So remotely you can unlock it.
Oh, that's really nice feature. Well, I didn't think that I can do that. I was just hoping to communicate with the visitor who's coming out there.
Yes. So what you can say is just communicate with the visitor, and if he is permitted to come inside, you don't have to go outside. Just press the unlock button, and the door will be unlocked for that person. So that
Uh,
is one of the handy tools. So for when we enable this kind of locks, especially let's say you are outside your home and your door is locked, so how do you gain access? So again, you need some sort of a permission. So normally what we do is we fix some type of card reader, or it can be a passcode, or it can be a face recognition. Like that, we can have so many options. So normally, this kind of high-end KD 8003 can have the flexibility to customize your requirement. Let's say you can put a card reader, you can put a display to show the dialing numbers. So let's say this is a house, but if we are looking for a big apartment, there are so many apartments. So what you can do is you can have a dialing number pad. So you can dial the apartment number or a name tag. You can have each apartment can have a name tag with a button. So when they dial that button, the call goes to the particular apartment. So this gives you so much flexibility in terms of customizing your requirement. But for your case, maybe the basic, the KD 8003, the master module is more than sufficient, because the master module comes with the camera, microphone, the button, and all that functions that you require for your system. But for medium end also, there are those stations we call it Villa series. So you can see there's a slight different in the model. So this one KD and the KB. B stands for Villa. So for a Villa, this is the idea. So you can see we have different kind of Villa stations. This is one of the models that we can recommend you. So this is also can support different kind of indoor stations. So I will get back to you on that part when we are discussing about the indoor side of your system. But for the outside, currently for the high end, you can go for a modular one with a KD8003, or if you want a Villa, which is kind of a all-in-one system, like all the features are in there. You cannot customize, so we can go for a Villa. Otherwise, we have kit. Kit is you have everything you need to set up your video intercom system. That is very cost effective. So by one kit we can recommend you is KIA2040. Also we have KIS603 and JV8113. Like that, we can have different kind of kits available in the market. It comes in one box. You have the door station, you have the indoor station and everything. So you can just configure everything using this kit. So these are the options that I can recommend to you. So we can look at the cost factor and the features and decide on an outdoor station. But when it comes to the indoor side of it, normally since it's a video intercom, you should have a display. So ideally, it should be a display with a touch screen.
This
So
is
you
the
can
device that the calls comes, right? That I was asking.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So here also we have different kind of indoor stations. We call it an indoor station because it is the point that you can receive the call. So you can go with KH6310 or 6320 like that. We have different kind of indoor stations, and there are different kind of screen sizes. So what we have put down here is what is available to purchase in Sri Lanka, but in near future, if you are also considering this, there might be newer models available in the market. Maybe this is actually 7-inch screen, but we have even 10-inch screen, or even Android kind of indoor stations also, which are kind of advanced. So you can pick and choose a model which is perfect for your requirement and for your budget.
Right.
And Varuna, not only that, when you get the kit, I mentioned to you about the kit. When you get a
Yeah.
kit, this indoor station is already in there, so you don't have to purchase it separately. That's the benefit of the kit. When you buy a kit, you have the door station, you have the indoor station, and everything inside one package.
Kind of like all in one package.
Exactly. So according to your house layout, I would like to give you some kind of a additional benefits that we can get out of this kind of systems, because I would say, like, I would explain to you later, like the connectivity modes that we have. Obviously, your current even camera system, we have chosen IP. So even for
Yeah.
video intercom, I would say we can go with the IP system, which is very flexible. And also, if you like to have like analog systems, we have the 4-wire and the 2-wire series also. The look and feel and everything is almost similar. Only the wiring is different. So we have the
Okay.
4-wire. 4-wire also we have the kit. So you can get the kit and use the 4-wire connectivity to do the connectivity. But with IP systems also, you can have some sort of flexibility because it's IP. So when you have the IP, you have some other features as well. Let's say you fix this indoor station in your living room. Okay. What if you are in your first floor and you hear a call? Someone is ringing the bell and you are hearing the dialing tone, and you are hearing the ringtone. So you have to come all the way down to your living room and just answer the call, right? So what you can do
Yeah.
is you can have extensions of the same door station placed in different rooms. So for example, I would recommend one in your living room and one in your master bedroom. Even at night when somebody rings your doorbell, this also have a way to like turn off it. So let's say if you're at night, if you don't want to be disturbed, you can turn off the bell. So if somebody press it, you will not get the alert. But still, you can decide where you want the extensions. So there will be one master indoor station and extension. Even at your first floor, you can have extension. So without going all the way to the master, you can just answer the call from an extension, which
Okay.
means
That's a
when somebody dial, the call goes to all the panels.
okay.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a nice feature to have actually. I think I want to implement. Actually, I think at least two. It would be ideal if I get one in my living room where the people will mostly hang out, and one in the master bedroom. I think that would be enough for me right now. It's nice.
Yes. So so we can go for like one master indoor station and one extension. So another thing that you can get beneficial is that since you already have the IP camera system, you can add some of the critical cameras to this display, and you can directly monitor it from there. So let's say your phone is not around, or you don't have the laptop, or you are not near the NVR or DVR, so you can simply go into the door station and just open the camera and check the live view.
Ah, that's
So
nice. From that device Indoor station itself, I can view my cameras as well.
yes, you can use it as a monitor for view some critical cameras, but maybe not all the cameras can be added. There are limitations based on the model that you pick. Maybe 8 cameras, 4 cameras, like that. So we can choose which cameras to be added, and depending on the model, we can know how many cameras are supported, and you can directly use that as a monitor to just see the feed.
That's
So
nice.
I
That's
think, yeah. So these are the features that you can get out of it, and especially when we are discussing about a video intercom system, it is actually not that complicated compared to the alarm or CCTV. You see, it's there's one outdoor station, there are indoor stations, and you simply connect it together and you can receive the call, right? But there's more to it.
Yeah,
When you
Sandra, small question. Small question. All these features that you told before, is it only available in IP, or if I go with the 2-wire or 4-wire system, can I have those features as well?
Yeah, yeah, even in analog systems, still you have all those features. You can have the extensions, but the thing is, the number of sometimes the number of extensions are limited. Some systems only support one indoor station,
Ah,
especially in analog.
ah,
So you don't have that kind of flexibility. When it comes to IP, you can extend it. For
ah,
example, you can have all the way up to 8 indoor stations configured to one door station. So, but if you get an analog system or sometimes a kit, analog kit, you are not able to expand your indoor panels, and
okay,
that
that's
is the thing. So here, when we are recommending the models to you, we have to consider some other facts as well, especially the physical setup. So here I have put a couple of points for your understanding, Varuna. One thing is the number of door stations. Why I mentioned number of door stations? You must be confused right now, because all this while I was talking about one door station.
yeah.
Yeah, but I suppose that you have multiple entrances and you want to monitor all those, maybe a rear entrance and the front entrance. So what you can do is you can have two door stations working simultaneously, and in any door station, in somebody press the doorbell, you can receive the call. So
Okay.
we can wire up to 8 door stations to work together.
Oh,
Especially in big apartments, they have multiple entry points. So maybe it's a good idea to have multiple door stations. But in your requirement, I think you all the visitors
only
are coming
one
from the,
entrance, I think.
yeah, main entrance.
This is a single entrance to my home. I think if they come across my fence, otherwise there's no way. This is the only way. So I think this is enough for me.
Yeah, even if they come on the fence, I think you already have the AccuSense
We
cameras
already
to cover it up.
got it covered.
Yes. So I think you can have sufficient number of door station is one, and indoor stations, as you mentioned, we can go for a two. And since I have seen a roller door and an access door, I mentioned you we can control the access. So what we
Yeah.
can do is like, especially we can even for your passenger gate door, we can fix a electromagnetic lock and keep it locked using this device.
Okay.
So let's say when you are inside your home and when there's a visitor, you can unlock it remotely without coming into the gate. Even in your roller gate, we can have the roller gate functionality. So if you see your roller gate must definitely should have a remote, right?
Yeah.
So in that remote, you have to have the options to open it, close it, and stop it. So we can
Yeah.
control that same mechanism through our system. So you can open the roller gate or close it or just stop it. Those functions are available.
Oh, that's
And not
really
only
nice.
that, Yes, and not only that,
Uh,
yeah,
no, tell me. That's fine.
yes, and it's not only that, Varuna, especially some big apartments, they also have the elevator. So what you can do is you can use your video intercom to control the elevator access as well. So when somebody, for example, let's say someone going into the apartment in the second floor, that visitor calls for the second floor apartment, and from the second floor apartment indoor station, they are able to call the elevator to the
Uh,
second floor. So the visitor might not have permission to, maybe elevator might be access controlled. So visitor might not have permission to go for any floor without the access card or the biometric permission. What the house owner or the apartment can do is from inside, they can call the elevator for the visitor. That kind of functionality is there.
it would be ideal for an apartment, but not for me. And I have a small question. When you mentioned that we can also control the roller gate as well, I was thinking right now most of the time I forget to bring my remote when I'm go outside in my car. So I can remember there was an app called Hikconnect that I used to watch all the CCTV footages. So can I anyway? Is there any way I can control these doors from my app also?
I think that's a perfect question that you have asked. Yeah, definitely yes. So what you can do
Uh,
is once you have configured it, you don't need the remote. So you can control it from your app. So let's say you are coming outside for visiting your home, so you can open your door just from your mobile. Open your roller gate just from your mobile.
Really big hassle relief it would be.
Yes. So when it comes to power and connectivity, this is where we actually decide what kind of connectivity we need. Especially if you are going for an IP system, these are powered with network, which is PoE, Power over Ethernet. So you don't need to draw separately power cables, but for 2-wire and 4-wire, of course, that is where the power is there, especially in the 4-wire series. 2 wires for the communication and 2 wires for the power. But in 2-wire series, power and communication goes on those available 2 wires. So here, since I think we are going with IP, we don't need to have separate power. We can just have the network cable laid, which we can deliver the PoE power. And
Uh,
for control signal, since we are also going to control your gates, what we have to do is, not one thing I have to mention, Varuna, from the outdoor station, means the device that we fix outside, have the
okay.
provision to control one door
Okay.
to
So
open one
what you're telling is I can only control either my roller gate or one of my side gate, either one of
That's
them.
not the case entirely. We have a workaround. So what you can do is like, especially since your side gate is a passenger gate, we can perfectly use that available interface in the outdoor station to unlock the passenger gate. We can unlock the
Okay.
passenger gate, okay? And you know the passenger gate with the door closer, it can be automatically closed after some time. So
Yeah.
normally how the access control works. So the from the outdoor unit, it sends the unlock signal to the door lock, and it unlocks the passenger gate, side gate, and after some time it locks again because it has a door closer. It has to have a door closer, so that electromagnetic lock can lock it again. So we have that covered for I would say for your roller gate. From the indoor station, there are another two interfaces that we can use. There are two relays that we can use. So I would recommend we can draw some signal wires from your indoor station as well to your roller gate controller to open the roller gate and to close the roller gate. So you can have that control. So altogether you will have the control of opening your roller gate, closing your roller gate, and opening your side gate directly from your mobile app and as well as from your indoor station.
Uh,
Is that okay for you?
yeah, that would be great. I think I was wondering when you told that we only have one interface to control the door from the outdoor station. I was thinking I can only integrate either my roller gate or my passenger gate. So it would be ideal if I can control both of the set, both from
Yes.
the
So
system.
that's why they have the flexibility in the indoor station. Also, there are two relays, so that can be used to control other gates, other interfaces if you have. collaborative in your case, as we discussed, we can control your side gate as well as open and close of your roller gate. So another thing is, Varuna, we have to discuss about the Wi-Fi coverage, especially in the indoors areas, because if there's some kind of a disruption in your network, the indoor station still can communicate with Wi-Fi. So if we have the Wi-Fi coverage, it is a good factor. And another thing is, once we have the connectivity established, you can obviously connect, as I mentioned earlier, with the High Connect mobile app to receive. So I mentioned that you can control the gate, but not only
Yeah.
that. Let's say when you are not at your home and some visitor comes and rings the bell, you can still receive the call to your mobile.
Okay. Just like I get a notification when there's some alarm in my cameras, right?
Exactly, but not like a notification, directly like a phone call. You get a
Phone
call
call.
to your phone directly from your door station. So when somebody comes and dials it, it's maybe ring for some time, and if no one answers inside the house, automatically it's diverted to your mobile. So from the mobile, you
Ah,
can answer, still see the video, still communicate with the person, and not only that. Let's say there's a maybe I will give a classical case. You are going to give your gardening work to a one particular worker. This the day that the worker comes in, you are not at home. But what you can do is when the worker dials in, you will get that code to your mobile and you can discuss it with your worker and remotely unlock the door for that worker to go inside and work.
right.
So that kind of flexibility is there without even you being at your home. You can receive the call, you can communicate, and you can unlock the doors.
Correct.
So that is a pretty good feature to have in these kind of systems. I'm highly doubting that other brands have this kind of flexibility in the intercom systems. Many people actually don't know about about these benefits, especially the door control, the remote connectivity. But especially if you go with this kind of Hikvision system, Varuna, I think you are able to reap the benefits of all these features available in the system.
Yeah, actually, even I was only asking to have an idea who's out there and what is the purpose. But now, even installing the system, I think I can get so many benefits.
Exactly. And of course, we have to discuss about the backup power, because if your main power is down, the system should continue to work. So I think we already have a backup power for your CCTV system. So we can
Yeah.
maybe take some supplementary power from there to power the intercom system as well. So those are the things we have to like factor in when we are discussing about intercom system. But to give you a brief idea about the architecture, so as I mentioned earlier, you have the door station. You can have multiple door stations. So these can be connected to your router through your LAN, and same router can have the router or switch. It can be a PO switch, which no need to draw power separately in IP system. So indoor stations, door stations can be powered through your PoE switch, and your switch is connected to the router. From the router, you have the connectivity to the internet, and app will have the access. And also at the same time, you can connect the cameras and view it directly from here. Not only that, these indoor stations are coming with some sort of sensors like alarm interfaces, alarm inputs. But since you already have the Hikvision alarm system in place, I don't think you need this kind of functionality. But for a house doesn't have a dedicated alarm panel, they can still buy a couple of PIR sensors and receive that alert directly to the indoor station.
You should have let me know about this before I'm implementing my alarm system.
But this is your alarm system is more sophisticated than this kind of solution, because it has the door window sensors and so many things, right? So obviously this is not sufficient, but
Functions are
uh,
limited, what you're saying, right?
exactly. Maybe it has 4 alarm inputs, but your system have I think more than 30
Yeah,
inputs.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this is for you to get a basic idea about how the system architecture is there, and to talk about the total product line that we have. So when you talk about Hikvision video intercom, we can actually separate it into 4 areas. I think our project sales manager is the best person to explain about this rather than us. So I will pass the opportunity to Shabi to give a little bit of an overview about the video intercom product system?
Yes, Ante. According to the video intercom system, so mainly we have the four categories. As one is the IP villa station, and apart from that, IP-based apartment solution for the indoor and outdoor stations. And apart from that, as you mentioned earlier, the main points uh, regarding the analog solutions. So analog solution also we have some products called under villa and some other products for apartments as well. So according to that, from the IP level, we have the separate basic models with the door station and indoor stations as well. And when it comes for the IP apartments sector, we have the special door phones called the modular based door phones. So according to that, as you mentioned in the earlier slides, the model number was DSKV 8003. So those are the main modular based door phones we are using for mainly proposing for the IP apartment storage. And apart from that, for the analog solution also, we have the same models similar to the featured one, but only the difference is the connectivity between the cabling connectivity, the analog system plus the IP solutions. So I think these are the main points we have to uh, describe about our solutions, Santu. Yasanta, I think your mic is mute.
Yeah, thank you, Shabi. I think you have given a wonderful explanation to the product system. I think Varun also, as a customer, would have got a great idea, and as an installer, it was pretty insightful. So with that, I think it's time for us to move on to our next section, Shabi. I think the I think it's back over to you to explain about our gift today.
Yes, I think you both have done a great explanation about the as a customer and the as a installer. அண்ட் ஓகே கண்டிப்பாக நான் நினைக்கிறேன் உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் கிளியராக விளங்கியிருக்கும். ஒரு கஸ்டமராக இருந்தால் என்னென்ன மாதிரியான விஷயங்களை நீங்கள் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணி கேள்விகள் கேட்கணும். அது தவிர ஒரு இன்ஸ்டாலராக இருந்தால் கண்டிப்பாக ஒரு கஸ்டமருக்கு நீங்கள் என்னென்ன மாதிரியான டீட்டெயில்ஸு கிளியர்லி நாங்கள் மென்ஷன் பண்ணணும். அண்ட் அதில் இருக்க ஃபீச்சர்ஸை பற்றி நாங்கள் எப்படி எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணணுன்றதை பற்றி நாங்கள் பார்த்துருந்தோம். அண்ட் இப்போ தான் டைம் உங்களோட மெயின் கிஃப்ட்ஸ் நாங்கள் உங்களுக்கு வின் பண்ணக்கூடிய ஒரு நல்ல டைம் சான்ஸ். அண்ட் கண்டிப்பாக ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணவங்க அனைவருக்கும் இதுக்கு ஒரு சான்ஸ் இருக்கும். ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணி இல்லாதவங்க மட்டும் ப்ளீஸ் நாங்கள் ஆல்ரெடி மென்ஷன் பண்ணது லிங்க் மூலமாக ரெஜிஸ்டர் ஆனால் மட்டும்தான் உங்களுக்கு இந்த கிஃப்ட்டை பெறக்கூடிய சான்ஸ் கிடைக்கும். அண்ட் அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் நாங்கள் முக்கியமாக சொல்ல வேண்டிய விஷயம், கடந்த ட்ரைனிங்ஸில் அதாவது நீங்கள் இது வரைக்கும் ஜாயின் பண்ண ட்ரைனிங்ஸ் அண்ட் வின் பண்ண வினர்ஸுக்கு நாங்கள் ஆல்ரெடி எல்லாருக்கும் கிஃப்ட் எல்லாத்தையும் நாங்கள் டெலிவரிஸ் செஞ்சு முடிச்சிட்டோம். கண்டிப்பாக அந்த கிஃப்ட் கிடைச்சிருந்தா அதில் நாங்களும் இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணியிருந்தோம். உங்களுக்கு கிடைச்ச கிஃப்ட்டு ஒரு ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்து, அதாவது செல்ஃபியாக இருக்கலாம், இல்லைன்னா உங்களுக்கு கிடைச்ச ஃபோட்டோஸ் எடுத்து எங்களோட சோஷியல் மீடியா பேஜஸில் பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணிங்களா இருந்தால் அதுலேயும் ஒரு ரெஃபரல் ட்ரோ நாங்கள் செய்ய ரெடி பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஸோ கண்டிப்பாக அதுலேருந்து உங்களுக்கு இன்னொரு சான்ஸ் ஒன்று கிடைக்கும், இன்னொரு கிஃப்ட் பெறக்கூடிய வாய்ப்பு. அதனால ப்ளீஸ் எல்லாருக்கும் நான் கேட்டுக்கொள்வது என்னென்னா, உங்களோட ஒரு ஃபோட்டோ அல்லது ஒரு செல்ஃபி எடுத்து எங்களோட சோஷியல் மீடியா பேஜஸில் அப்லோட் பண்ணும்படி. அதன் மூலமாகவும் இன்னொரு சான்ஸ் உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பெரிய அட்வான்டேஜாக அமையும். So I think Asantha, now it's time to move for the raffle draw, right?
Yes, Shabi, I have prepared the lucky wheel. So let me bring it up. So let me shuffle the list.
Sure.
And we are going to find out who is the lucky winner of today's training program, which will be winning a Hikvision gift pack, which includes a Hikvision t-shirt, cap, umbrella, and a mug. A valuable gift pack, I think, for you. For winner, we wish everyone all the best. And Shabi, are we ready?
Yes, I think.
Let's hold it. Let's spread the wheel,
All right,
and see who's coming.
Let's spin the
find
wheel and
the
see.
lucky winner today.
All right. ST Abdul Ghafoor. You are the lucky winner today.
Congratulations, Abdul Ghafoor. So you are the winner today.
Congrats.
So you got the great gift pack with a T-shirt, cap, and umbrella and a mug.
And we invite Mr. Abdul Ghafoor to send your name, address, contact number, and T-shirt size to gifts@hikvision.lk. I will repeat that again. Please share your name, address, contact number, and the T-shirt size to gifts@hikvision.lk. And please mention that you are prefer to collect the gift from the country office or whether you prefer to have it delivered in your mail. So we congratulate you again. And Shabi, I think if anyone has any questions regarding today's content, we are happy to answer right now. And you can send it as a comment in whatever the live stream that you are in, whether you are joining from Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn. You can just type it as a comment, and our team will be happy to give answers for your questions.
I think you both cleared every questions, I think, from our participants and the listeners.
I think so. So, Shabi, I think if there are no further questions, I think we can wrap up the session for today and maybe give a hint about our upcoming training program in the next week. So far, I think, Shabi, we have covered so many topics in this series, especially um, in these difficult times. We are promoting how, as an installer, how you can boost your business, and as an end customer, we know that how security is important to you, and we are promoting how you can increase your security with Hikvision products. So far we have discussed about CCTV, and we have discussed about ECVs cameras. Today we have discussed about video intercom. So all these training programs are available to watch on our Hikvision Sri Lanka YouTube channel. So if you would like to browse those content, please go to portal.hikvision.lk, portal.hikvision.lk, and you will see all the social media links there to connect with us. Isn't that right, Chavi?
Yes, I think better to explain in Tamil as well.
Yeah.
ஸோ இது வரைக்கும் நாங்கள் ஆல்ரெடி 3 சாப்டர்ஸ் நாங்கள் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணியிருந்தோம். ஸோ இன்னையோட சேர்த்து நாங்கள் 4 சாப்டர்ஸ் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். அதுவும் முக்கியமான ஒரு செக்யூரிட்டி சொல்யூஷனாக இருக்கும். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் ஒரு டோட்டல் சொல்யூஷன், சிசிடிவி, அலாம் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ், ஐபி வீடியோ இன்டர்காம் மற்றும் வயர்லெஸ் கேமரா சிஸ்டம், ஈஸிவிஸ் என்ற வயர்லெஸ் கேமரா சிஸ்டம் பற்றின டீட்டெயில்ஸும் நாங்கள் ஃபுல் டீட்டெயிலாக பார்த்துருந்தோம். ஸோ இன்னொரு ட்ரைனிங்கும் உங்களுக்கு அடுத்த சாப்டர் மூலமாக நாங்கள் கொடுக்க ரெடியாக இருக்கும். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் பாஸ்ட் ட்ரைனிங்ஸ், முன்னே நடந்த ட்ரைனிங்ஸில் மிஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்கன்னா நீங்கள் அனைவரும் எங்களோட யூடியூப் சேனல் மூலமாக விசிட் பண்ணி எங்களோட ஹைக்விஷன் ஸ்ரீலங்கான்ற பேஜை நீங்கள் செலக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். இருந்தால் அதில் இருக்க வீடியோஸ் பட்டனை கிளிக் பண்ணி உங்களுக்குரிய அனைத்து வீடியோக்களையும் நான் இது வரைக்கும் செய்திருக்க ட்ரைனிங்ஸ் அனைத்து வீடியோஸையும் நீங்கள் பார்க்கலாம். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் லாஸ்ட் சாப்டர்ஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் செகண்ட் தேர்ட் வரைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு அந்த வீடியோஸையும் பார்க்கக்கூடிய சான்ஸ் ஒன்று இருக்கு. ஸோ கண்டிப்பாக எங்களோட அடுத்த சாப்டருக்கும் இணைஞ்சிருக்கும்படி கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றேன். அண்ட் வினருக்கும் கங்க்ராச்சுலேஷன்ஸ். அண்ட் அடுத்த ட்ரைனிங்ஸ்லையும் எங்களோட கலந்து கொள்ளலாம், இன்னும் கிஃப்ட் பெற்றுக்கொள்ளக்கூடிய வாய்ப்புகளும் இருக்கு. அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் இந்த டைம்ல ஒரு இன்ஸ்டாலராக இருக்கும்போது நீங்கள் என்னென்ன வகையான நீங்கள் பூஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்கொள்ளலாம், உங்களோட பிஸ்னஸை எந்த வகையில் நீங்கள் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணலாம்ன்றதை பற்றியும் ஆஸ் அ கஸ்டமராகவும் கண்டிப்பாக உங்களுக்கு செக்யூரிட்டின்றது ரொம்ப முக்கியமான ஒரு விஷயம் இந்த காலகட்டங்களில். ஸோ அந்த முறையிலையும் உங்களுக்கு இந்த வீடியோஸை பார்க்குறதாலும் இந்த ட்ரைனிங் செஷனில் நீங்கள் கலந்து கொள்றதாலும் செக்யூரிட்டி சைட் நீங்கள் எவ்வளோ இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணிக்கலாம், டெக்னாலஜிஸ் என்ன அளவுக்கு வளர்ந்துருக்குன்றதை பற்றியும் நீங்கள் பார்த்துக்கொள்ளக்கூடிய ஒரு பெரிய அட்வான்டேஜாக இருக்கும். ரைட். ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் ட்ரைனிங்லாம் மீட் பண்ணுற வரைக்கும் தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச். அண்ட் டீம், தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச். We'll meet again.
Well, actually, Asanta just get back to me with the quotation for this. Actually, I think you have given me so much options. So provide me that options as well. So I will decide actually what kind of products and I'm going to move forward with implementing the solution. And there are some another requirement in my office. Let's see in the next time after you implement this. Let's see next time different kind of requirement I got there. Next week, let's see what we can do about it.
Sure, definitely, Varno. I think you are passing a hint for our viewers about the next week content. So definitely, since you mentioned about the office, I cannot help it, but I think you are having some sort of access control and maybe attendance requirements. So I'm thrilled to let you know about the details next week about our Minmo series and the access control products that we have. So we kindly invite all our viewers to join with us on our next week program as well to get to know about our Minmo product series. So with that note, I think it's time for us to wind up the session for today. And we would like to thank everyone who joined with us and who continue to stay with us in our training programs. And we would love to see you in upcoming training programs as well. So with that, I think wishing you a very good night and a pleasant week. And let's catch up again in next week. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for coming. Hope to see you guys next week too.
Thank you. See you.